going on YouTube? GeoSnow right here. In today's video I have great news for those of you waiting for a jailbreak, because out of the blue a brand new kernel exploit with full read and write primitives has been released. And this one works on iOS 15.1.1 and lower, and it may even work on 14.8 and stuff like that for those of you waiting on 14.8, 14.7 and so on. So if you remember, back in December, John Ackerblom posted this: iOS 15.2 fixes multiple kernel vulnerabilities that can be used for local privilege escalation. They go on to detail where these vulnerabilities are or how they can be triggered and stuff like that, but no code has been posted at that time. However, just a couple of hours ago today, they posted this, quote, "Last week I held a presentation at ZeroCon about recent iOS kernel vulnerabilities and exploitation techniques that haven't made it to the spotlight. Just published an exploit for one of the bugs covered that I also tweeted about in December." And they referred to this tweet here about 15.2 fixing the bugs. And yes, sure enough, there is a GitHub link over here with multicast byte copy. This is the exploit, and as you can see over here, it says it's a kernel exploit with read and write primitives for 15.0 up to 15.1.1. So this is basically a complete full exploit, not a proof of concept, not just a bug, not just a vulnerability. It's a full exploit with read and write primitives, which can directly be used for a jailbreak. The jailbreak teams like Torin and Uncover and so on can take this as it is and put it in their tools, and they would have a working exploit for 15.0 to 15.1.1 on all devices. This is actually quite important. We already have another vulnerability, another bug, but this one is also great because it also seems to have full kernel read and write primitives, which is definitely usable for jailbreak purposes. What's even better is that this can also be used and adapted for iOS 14, which means 14.8, 14.7.1 and so on. As you probably remember, some of you stayed on 14.8 or 14.7.1, 14.7, and Uncover ended up not supporting those on some devices like the A14 or something. And the exploit we already have for iOS 15 does work on iOS 15 but doesn't work on 14. However, this one over here that was released today, yes, that one would be usable to update Uncover to support 14.7, 14.7.1, 14.8, as well as iOS 15 up to 15.1.1 on all devices, which is definitely great. So this is a major release in terms of jailbreaking, and not only because of the exploit itself, but also the techniques inside the exploit. Those are techniques that apparently haven't been used a lot in the public, and they're apparently a little bit new, or at least not very well known for the general public, which is great because that's exactly what we need. As you may know from Coolstar and many other developers, many of the techniques we used to have, that we used to use on jailbreaks, have died, have been patched by Apple, or have been rendered useless. The fact that new techniques that haven't been seen before are being burned and put into the public, that's actually great, because it means that we can continue working on jailbreaks like Torin and Uncover without having to burn 0-day, which I doubt any sane developer would do, because 0-day exploits cost a lot. So yeah, that's basically the brand new kernel vulnerability with read and write primitives. That's very important because it means it can apply patches for jailbreak purposes, has been indeed open sourced on GitHub, and not only that, new techniques as well, which could be used in order to derive more vulnerabilities and more exploits in the future. This is actually a good day for jailbreak purposes. I know I made thousands of videos about vulnerabilities being released because that's what I do. I cover everything that moves in the jailbreak community, but today is a good day. This vulnerability is indeed big. So yeah, thank you for watching. I am GeoSnow. Till the next time, subscribe to stay updated, and peace out.